So if you were going to say, hey, here's the advice I would give another advisor out there that doesn't want to miss family dinners because you protected your family dinners. And Ethan knew that getting in. He knew he was going to be doing seminars. And he loves them, by the way. I've talked to him. He's like, oh, that's like my favorite thing to do in the world is speak in front of people. So what, just give us a download of like, hey, how'd you do that? What were your learnings? If I was going to replicate that and hire somebody, what would that look like?
Look, if you want to scale, which scaling is like taking a process, a documented process, and then duplicating and duplicating and duplicating, right? You have to start thinking in the mindset that it's not just me, right? Like Brad, we talked a little bit earlier on the show about the ego. And I'm not saying that, that advisors that do their own seminars have this pride thing or this ego thing where it's like, no, it's the Clayton show. No, it's not. And actually you don't want that. Because, and I guarantee every advisor's been asked this question. Hey, what happens if you die? Right? Because you'll talk to families and we're like, hey, if one of you pass away, here's what happens in the planning, blah, blah, blah. And the clients will then flip it on you and be like, what happens if you die? And you already avoid that question if you're presenting the team approach in the very, very beginning. And that's why it works is Ethan is not doing the Ethan show when he's presenting. He's doing the Teton show. And there's a team of advisors and there's a support team that makes sure that these things that we're talking about from a planning standpoint aren't just words, aren't just things on paper, but it's actually happening, right? There's teams of people working towards your benefit. And that makes that transition of at the seminar, they fall in love with Ethan, but Ethan is presenting the team from day one and their experience is the team approach from day one. The confirmation emails that they get, the things that come in the mail, the things that we're talking about at the seminar, the first appointment, right? All of that stuff is team approach and what they're being introduced to. I think it's getting over the fact of like, hey, I've got to do this myself. And the reason why people are attracted to this is because I'm involved with it. No, you got to build something bigger than yourself, right? If you want something scalable, it has to be bigger than yourself. And then being willing to let go of it and know that, hey, Ethan is better at it than me. He's going to get higher ratios than me. And I want that for Ethan. He wants that. I want that for him. And it frees me up to do what I love doing. Is that,
I love
along
that.
The lines of what you're,
well, and you said a few things. Ego is a big deal as a business owner. It really is. And
it's subconscious a lot of the time. It's not like they're prideful people. It's just like, no, I'm day one, right? I've done the grind. I've done the 15-hour days, whatever. And that's why I'm in this position, but you got to get past that.
Well, there's no business in the history of America, I really think the world has ever grown without people. People are a resource. It's a form of leverage. And I know there's capital. I know there's technology. But until we're all surrounded by robots that are super intelligent AI, it's going to be that way for a while. And who knows? It might not be too many years with ChatGPT.
Yeah,
we'll keep our eyes open.
Be soon.
But at this stage in human history, if you want to scale a business of any substance, it's going to take people. And if you want to surround yourself with high caliber, talented people, you better check your ego a lot. Otherwise, what you're going to get is just a bunch of yes men and women that just agree with you all the time. And I can promise, I've seen organizations like that. It's not pretty.